like hit, boom, we hear the one gun sound, and then one of the frontliner with the sheet like blurred and just passed out at the phone. And then we were just, what the fuck is going on? And then he got a headshot and then like passed away in front of us. We had to grab him and then bring to the hospital and shit.
Join the journey, stay for a while.
Hey there, boys and girls. It's me, Or, back with another episode of KohPhanCast. This journey is amazing. This is episode number 4. I'm having so much fun, enjoying and seeing all those beautiful people around. And I have so much more coming for ya. So if you like what I'm doing, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for the support by far. And let's get to our guest. Our guest today is named Johnny. Johnny is from Myanmar. We sat and talked about the entire situation there because army lockdowns, censorship is a big role in there right now. Johnny is a story about success, about optimization, about understanding that what you want from life will come only if you put your mind to it and your heart to it. And just let's listen to what he has to say. Guys, again, thank you so much for seeing this and watching this and sharing. It means the world to me. Let's get to the episode.
Getting more and more and more.
I'm good.
Whoa, bro, you got a proper setup.
I try, like, if I'm doing things, I try to do them like the most
Proper.
professional I can.
Yeah.
You know, like if I start something, you know, I rather do it 100% than like not do it at all.
Yeah, that's it.
Headphones,
Phones.
everything. Hey, good. We have it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where's my? Just one more minute.
Pass. Look. Pass.
Take it a little bit more.
Bro, you got proper things.
If you ever need to record something, talk to me. I'm here for you.
Oh, for sure.
Johnny,
What's up? What's
good to have you, bro.
Thank you.
Have you ever done one of these?
Like proper setup?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, I've seen your things on Instagram. Like the first time I saw you was, I remember even when your ads were starting to hunt me
Yeah.
on Instagram and Facebook. Just take it a little bit closer to you.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay.
When your ads, I started seeing your ads pumping again and again and again and again, and then I said to myself, okay, this guy knows something. And like the fact that you're like, my encounters with people from Myanmar until now was more like social working kind of vibe,
Yeah.
and suddenly comes this guy which wanna eat the world whole, you know. You have the energy to do it, you wanna
Yeah.
go after it. Like, how long have you been doing it for?
To be honest, one of my COVID hit, I'm going back to Myanmar. That time I am selling online, like a live from the Facebook and everything. And that time I do like about 3 years. Not like now big, but I hit like a 10K follower on the Facebook, and then I can actually sell my T-shirt on the Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
We got military coup happening in Myanmar, so I actually, one of my friends, he actually paid for me everything, flight, visa, and everything to bring me back here. And then he got some business, and then I happened to him. And then I was actually in his team. He had a proper digital market lead from England. Like he paid a lot of money from it, and then I was in his team, and I learning all of it like closely for years. And then after like 2023 December, and I had decided to move out of that place, and I want to do my own things.
Yeah.
So there I started doing it. So that whenever I started, like I only had 2.6 followers. Yeah, 2.6K followers. That's all are my friends, like my families and stuff.
Yeah. One thing I noticed is like the Myanmar community is super strong on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like everybody is on Facebook,
Yeah.
which like it's like a fire, like
Yeah.
if somebody is trying to make some good content for his community and the entire community is constantly on the
Yeah.
platform,
Yeah.
everybody sees everything,
Yeah.
it's like actually like catching fire. But it's kind of a scary move to leave a safe job and go do your own thing, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel? What made you do the decision?
Because I want to be rich. I got gold, man. I actually make myself talking about my history in my Facebook about how I came to the Thailand, and then how I built it up now where I am, and then like I started to make it that show, and that show the title is at 35, my age 35, I gonna be millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Like a proper millionaire, not like time baht or not in Burmese, like a proper in dollars or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%, man. And like, guide me through, upbringing. You were born in Myanmar. Until what age you stayed in Myanmar?
So let's say after I finished my high school, when I was 16, my dad business go down, my parent business go down. So me and my dad move in, like sneaking into the Thailand, because we are Myanmar, we alone too,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this for sure.
right? So I actually sneak in when I was 16. Me and my dad from Yangon, and then we ride the bus to the border town and name called KohPhanCast, not that KohPhanCast here
Yeah.
and not in Myanmar. So in that trip, it take like about 4 days, and then the first day after, my dad running out of the money on the trip, and then we had no money for food and for
What
drink.
age you were this time?
16-year-old.
16.
And then I arrived. We were stuck for 2 days, me and my dad, and then I arrived to the border town. My dad going to saw the police because our ID card are from the city. So obviously we have came from the city to border town, and we're going to sneak in because that's what people do. So whenever we were right there, my dad is going to pay for that thing to the police and the table, and then I were in their agency house, and they give it a rice, very hardcore rice, and then they have one fish that really fishy, and then right next to me, that is the like dining table. Right next to dining table, they have a lot of chickens
Yeah.
and a lot of shit on the ground, and then you
Yeah.
can smell it. You can even eat it. So by the way, I was stuck for another day there, and then next day they have agents come to pick it up at the 8 a.m. Me and my dad, the driver, he is like, we had a lot of bag, and then the bike is like 125cc, the Wave I, and then there be no cover and shit, and then we not wearing any helmet, and then he
Yeah.
driving like over 100 km/h, just like crazy, right? And that we were just like, yo, what's up? I was just like, is that all right? You know?
Yeah,
You
like
guys-
what's going on?
yeah, you guys always had a crash or something,
Yeah.
and then he was just like, yeah, 2 days ago there be one bike crash, and then like 2 people dying from it. I was just like, oh, seriously? Like, why you not driving slow?
Please stop.
It's
Please
like,
don't.
but I can't say anything because we are in rush. We are
Yeah.
sneaking into there, so we need to make it out in the jungle. So luckily, we are safely. He left us in the jungle, and then about 5 p.m. the boat it came to pick us in the jungle, and then they brought us to at the middle of the island, and then we were just like sitting there and then waiting for the midnight, and the other side of the Thailand side came to pick us there. But they already gave us the food and everything, you know. That agency really
Yeah.
good. So not that like it's starving forever there. And then I remember 1 a.m. a long boat is reached to that island and pick everyone up, and then that's about like 30-50 people in the dock, and then you can actually touch the water with the boat, and like that's so scary, man. But
Yeah.
more scary you living in Myanmar, right?
Yeah, I heard the situation over there is crazy, and like my interaction with the Myanmar people, you guys are the most hardworking, lovely, loyal people I've
Thanks,
seen.
man,
Like,
thanks.
no looking for any conflict, just let us live peacefully. How the situation gets to where it is, like in Myanmar, like that.
I can say like a 2020, there we had the coup. So we had an election. So we were in military dictatorship for, let's say, 60 years.
Oh, really?
And about 2015, military announced it. They were having, a free then election. They were gonna do it, and we won. And then we got a puppet government. The woman named called Aung San Suu Kyi. Now she in the jail. So she is like a, let's say, prime minister, not a president, because she a lady,
Yeah.
In Myanmar, they got traditional culture, like blah blah blah, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff
for
is going
sure.
on. So she became a prime minister, like a leader of a ruler of the country. But the president is another position, president. And they control that government control for 5 years. Everything like opening again, everything good. The business, everything running good. Everything smooth. And after that, we had another election, and then in that election, is COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever COVID hit, so military was not really happy anymore. In the last 5 years, they don't have no power. The general of the military, he wanted power because he already had a lot of money. He is a billionaire in Myanmar,
Yeah.
so like all everywhere his businesses, but he needed power. He want to be like his war, like blah blah. So I remember 2012 February 1st, and they detained to our presidents and the lady, and they announced it, election fraud,
Yeah.
but actually not.
We don't like the results,
It's-
or
it's
here's
that-
what
it-
we want.
Exactly. That just is it. So like I was actually there in Myanmar that time protesting. The million of people came out from the house. Everyone protesting like peacefully, technically. I remember one time in my town, we were protesting like in front of they have a phone line. So phone line had a sheet and everything, but every country they had a sheet, like we make it from the barrel, we cut out the barrel and then we covered it, but is it only for the rubber bullet? Okay, for the rubber bullet, okay, you can cover it, but these birds are not using rubber bullets, and then they using a real
Live fire.
bullet, and then hit boom, we hear the one gun sound, and then one of the phone liner with a sheet like blurred and just pass out at the phone.
Oh, really?
And then we were just, what the fuck is going on? And then he got a headshot and then like passed away in front of us. We had to grab him and then bring to the hospital and shit. And it's like really real there.
Yeah.
For about a week, and then we realized that they don't give a damn fuck. We just like sacrifice ourselves. It's not fair.
Yeah.
So half of my age, they went to the jungle in the forest, and then they actually, how can I say, they actually did it like a learning military, because in Myanmar it's like not only one military control, so we got other nationality.
Oh, really?
And then in other nationality they got ethnic army. So the main army is the military of the Myanmar, but they have a other ethnic army as well. And then whenever he take it over the country, and then that people are not happy as well, because they want to be like the fair country and
Yeah.
shit. So like they also started to accept to the people who ever running from that city who against with the military people, like they arrested, they torture it, they kill it, they put the fear in yourself. So like half of my age who had a connection going out to the country.
Of course.
So we go out. We don't want to stay. Half of my age, they go into the jungle. They learn about with the ethnic army from the other national people, and then they make it they make it like an army for themselves.
Yeah.
And then
Like a guerrilla kind of army.
it's exactly like a proper. So they need a fountain monies and everything. So what we did is that we actually the people who live outside of the country, so we donate to them about the fountain money and maybe I know that is not like good for the like donate money to killing people, but in the meantime we don't have a choice. It's our last generation, and for our new generation, we don't want to be facing that kind of
Yeah.
situation because
We gotta get better.
exactly.
We gotta go with evolution.
Yeah. So we gotta do it. Or then
It's so crazy that young people needs to to go through those situations just because they want to live,
Yeah.
and this hunger for power and money, that corruption that happens in like anywhere in the world basically, like just in some places they can hide it better,
Yeah. Yeah.
and in some places just out loud,
Yeah.
it's so crazy. And like,
Yeah.
when did you understand that you want to change something, that you want to be more than just another person, living in Myanmar?
I can say when I was like 18, I started to working at the party hostel named called Beach. That time, my life upside changed, man.
Yeah.
Because before that, I am just like a so innocent, like only dating with Burmese girl.
Yeah.
And then I had a girlfriend that we dated 3 years, we not having sex. So because of we are like traditional.
Yeah, you
culture,
guys are
right?
super like strict, like family oriented.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So I was just actually dating like this, and then whenever I started working at the party hostel, everything changed, man. And I working with like all my co-worker are Westerner, and then
Yeah, of course.
they go every night.
You
one
basically
girl
cannot
to-
even avoid it.
Exactly.
at this
So
point.
one girl and one girl and one girl. I was just like, why are they doing it? Why I cannot do it?
Yeah.
And then I started to like learning English. I started to
Your English is very good.
thanks. And then I started to like adopting to the culture of the Western.
Yeah.
How they grow their mindset, how they do the things, how they having fun in their life, everything.
Yeah.
And then after, I were like about 4 years, like 4 or 5 years as a party animal because I just started met the life.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was just like, shit, I want to be, serious, and I want to be like a proper doing a thing. So whenever COVID hit, and also they have no income anymore.
Yeah.
So as a 9 to 5 job worker, no income.
Problem.
Like no, bro, you stress and depression
Problem,
and
yeah.
everything coming. So like,
Yeah.
why am I happening to me? And there had some people out there, they don't even care about what happening. So I think they have it some way, like that people know that I don't know. So I asked to the, like he my brother, his name is Joe Fallen. He's a tiki owner, and then he teach me a lot of things as well. So he had a business. He started from the 10,000 euro, and then he sold it multi-million pounds. So he already made that successful business and
Yeah.
everything. So I asked him, what you read? And then I remember he gave me 3 book name. Is the Blue Ocean, the strategies, also the Rich Dad and Poor Dad.
I read it. I have it here.
Oh, bro, yeah.
That's a good book.
That's the best one.
That's a good book.
And then another one, the Infinite Game.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to read it. Because I never read before, so I trying to pick up the habit. So I trying to like read it for like getting, my regular habit became in. So like luckily I became like liking to the reading books and stuff. And it's a really good book, and it's a really help for me as well to grow my social media. And also you can actually see it. I'm not really pushing a lot in the social media for my like social media agency giving the service or something, because I'm trying to cut out all the clients and I want to focus on my branding. That's a really main part of it for me. So like, I want, and also my you see me, my design are like a personal brand and not like a like advertising or something. It's like quite a really niche I'm paid up. And then here a lot of people only see about like the business, take it a good picture of their food, and then they will be want to sell it and everything, and then they not realize it is social media not for selling products anymore. It could be the last like a 5 year ago or like 4 year ago, yes, of course. But nowadays, you want about just the question, when you go to the Facebook or Instagram social media, you going to shopping or you going to entertaining yourself?
Just get the endless content that
Right.
is scrolling,
So entertaining, like having a fun. So So you can actually see with my client and me, like technically Swift Pharmacy, and then the Sunkist, another my clients coming soon. So those are we are actually showing the founder or the personality, what they're doing, how is the business history, the personality. Is it like a, I know we are still selling like a food and everything, but in the meantime, they can actually see and they can actually learn a lot of things from the content. So it's a free value sharing. So pharmacy we are sharing like a organic stuff, like we do the whole thing organic, and also he made the meat curing, and then he showed how to meat cured and everything, and then he had a story why the restaurant happening. So like it's beautiful, and the people like the personality. Now the page is only 600k followers and 300k followers in the Instagram, but every event they make, people show up. No need to pay ad. They don't use the pay ad and everything. Just like we create organic.
Yeah, organic goes the longest way.
Yeah.
And like for a person that starts, like let's say social media right now, give me a couple tips to get them starting a little bit easier than, you know.
Just make it a lot of video as much as you can, and
Consistency.
then and then
Just do it.
post it. Another thing, make sure write down the script and hook. It's help you a lot easier.
Yeah.
If your content without script, it's like a food without salt.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Before I also do the content without script, just like
Riffing out of your head,
whatever, like a freestyle, more
Yeah.
dope and shit. But I realized that whenever I hit the 2 million view one video, I wrote the script for that,
Yeah.
and then after I trying to make it like a freestyle again, and then the people not really watch it anymore because the hook are not really interested in everything. So what I trying to change the strategy instead to write the hook and script down whatever I want to say, the whole script, the whole content, I write it down, and then I film it myself. Then I record it myself, and I post it. Like a lot of people watch it, a lot of people share, a lot of people comment, a lot of people like. So that is a tip, is like write it down the script. It's like a take time, but it's alright. Whenever you write down, you got a new 6 idea, you don't even
Yeah.
realize, wow, I'm thinking like that or something. So write it down, everything, write it down script. Whenever you got an idea, just write it down, and then film it yourself and talk it out loud.
At the end of the day, like, you gotta connect to them, emotionally. They gotta see that you have some kind of a goal and that you're not fake, and to connect to you. That's what creates like an honest audience.
What I can say is the very first step is you need to create your character. So my character is whenever I started social media, I paid it myself. I made it a series that after quit my job, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So from that, people realizing that it's like, yo, he's not bullshitting. He quit his job. It's a quality content because everyone can copy it.
Yeah.
So that time I got the character I paid it at 1.5 for 2 months, and then that character people quite like support me strongly already. So I can actually give it them the advice or anything. But in that time, really small community, only like 5,000 followers or 6,000 followers, very, very small. But like they commented, they like it, and then they say like, even like you are involved your friends and the people are saying, yo, keep it doing it. That's like cool shit. It's gonna be viral. And I remember I give it one after paid it for my character, that series for 1.5, 2 months, and then I started to give the advice. What I did, or I did 3 things before I quit my job or something like this,
Mm-hmm.
And that video very first got viral with 500,000 views. But it's okay at that time. But 500,000 views, my very first time, I go like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, of course.
What is that? What is that? And I'm happy. And from that video, I get like a 12k follower, like from 5k to just reach like a boom,
Yeah.
like the 12k.
It was the first jump.
Exactly. And I was just like, well, people now listening. I got my character. I got my small community already, so I need to give it them values, content, knowledge. That's where people stacking inside. People they can make it their character, but some people are like too much copycat. Like
Yeah.
for example,
Yeah.
travel vlogger. They
Yeah,
are
have you
like
seen the trend now that they do like and faceless AI channels
Yeah,
for
yeah.
shorts and things like that, which like, bro, there's like 5 million channels exactly like yours. What do you bring on the table that is like actually genuine?
exactly.
You know, that's the thing that people connect to, genuinity, you
Yeah.
know, like honesty, like what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do whatever everybody else is doing, you're gonna end up exactly the same place,
Yeah.
wasting your time.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So whenever like I see that, and also I remember when I was 12K follower at the time, and then they have a South African girl. She got the 12K follower as well, and then she is bidding for that audience 2 years for oh no 1 year for getting 12K followers, and then I was just like wow. Is it like quite a long, but like you can make it like a consistency, like
yeah,
this.
you just post, just post.
Just post first of all, and then it shocked me, and then I realized it. Now she is only had a 14K, and then now I had a 56K followers, and then tonight I will have a 57. So is it all about you giving the valued knowledge,
Mhm.
and then you are giving making the character that inspiring to the people, what people. So for instance, your people or your audience, what they wanted to be. So if you show the way, and then you are actually creating the way how to get into their dream,
Yeah.
bro, you don't need money or you don't need anything. They support you
You
because
just need to believe in yourself.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So they support, very crazy support,
Yeah.
man. That's
And
good.
what was the initial reaction from the family and the friends when you told them, listen, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna follow this thing and I know I'm gonna succeed in it?
Family is fine because I'm not telling to my family when I started to quit my
Yeah.
job because I had to.
That's a good move.
yeah. I had to give. Every month I send to my mom like a money because I retire her already,
Yeah.
and then I gladly say that.
You
so so I was just like. Okay, I can tell to her because she will be stressing out or panic attack because
Yeah.
they love the safe zone.
Yeah. We all, my mother, my grandmother also, the
Oh.
first question is also, how's the work? How's the income?
Oh,
Yeah, everything's good.
And I remember my friend, one of my friend, he from Thai, and then I was just like, yo, I stopped working. Technically, I got fired there, not from my boss, from his business partner, because is it like a do you read 48 Law of Power?
Yeah.
The book.
I did.
Is it law number 1? Don't outshine the master.
Mhm.
I outshine the master, so
Yeah.
I got kicked out.
Yeah.
So to be fair point, man, I'm not complaining, but I just take it that, and it's good for me as well. It was happening, and then I tell to my friend, yo, I got fired, and then my friend told me, yo, get back into him, and then get back the job, and then apologize him
Yeah.
because is it 2013 December, the house price is so expensive,
Yeah.
so everything crazy expensive. in Copenhagen, as I am from Myanmar,
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
they giving me is like. Go to apologize.
Just get the job
Yeah,
back.
get the job back,
Yeah.
and then that's a reality, not like a you see it on the shit. I was just like no. I tell to him only one thing, like if I can put it off, bro, you think about it, my life going to be way
Mhm.
better. I was just like I think I will put this off.
You
And-
need to take some risk in order to get to the place that you want to be in. You cannot, like take this comfort zone and just lay on it again and again and again, thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna get payment. Like salary is the killer of the dreams, like you gotta give it up at least for a couple months, you will not be millionaire or like at the first time, like first days. But as long as you have your consistency and you're driving with it, you have no chance of losing.
Bro, like now what I realize, I know my values all the time. Before they giving me salary, the 8 hour for limited salary, and then whenever they give you the bonus, you were so happy.
Yeah.
They are the god.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
You just need to stand in rain and wait for the water to fall on you, you
Right.
know. But or in another way, just go out there, experience the fear, experience the things that hurt you,
Exactly.
and just go through them, you know, because at the end of your fear is what you're looking for. And if you say that you want to be a millionaire, you have a dream, and something about your energy says that you're gonna make it. Is money the goal, or what do you want to do? Now you're a millionaire, no problem. What are you doing now? You know, like for me, it's kind of hard to put money as your goal,
Mhm.
because money is like a tool to make your dream come true.
Of course,
What
of
are your
course.
dreams? What do you want to
So,
do?
For me, if very first, I want to treat myself very well
Mhm.
in the first place. As second, if I had an Israel, I want to look after to my family. So all the family member, my uncle, my auntie, very first camp, my mom, my dad, and my brother. That's the very first camp for
Yeah.
3 members. And then if I have an Israel, I will be look after the whole family. So my aunt, my uncle, because of they are really good to me when I was young. They love me, they support me and stuff. You know, it's a family. And then after all my friends, I will be help to them. Not with the money, because I want them to learn. It's like not easy to get the money.
Yeah.
There's a difficult.
You
they had
cannot
it.
just give things away.
Exactly. So I will be give helping to them like a how to quit their 9 to 5 job,
Yeah.
and then after that the whole country, and then now I already had a good audience that I happen to them that they can grow up and everything. So people listen, people supporting to me, people watch my video. So I am going there. So the money for me is I came from like a ghetto town, bro.
Yeah.
From Myanmar ghetto town. So like really basic family, and then my childhood life, I got enough. Like my parents had a, they actually treat me good, but like after 14, my dad business went down. So I struggling, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to make more money. As whenever I see the money, make me happy. Is it like I don't know how to say it. Is it my mood or something like
Yeah.
a hustler mood? So like if money came in, it's happy.
Yeah, because the anxiety that is in not having it is suddenly gone.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the money that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It's the lack of anxiety
Yeah.
that's just, you know, just let you be free.
Exactly. That I can say freedom, man. So for the freedom, we can actually divide it by the happiness, minor and like a finance freedom
Yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
So and also the healthy life, everything all came together, right? For
Mhm.
the successful life. But like in the meantime, no one like perfectly successful, because it's a life and universe like giving you up and down and up and down, and it is all about how you dealing with this up and down. So what I can say is, so for you guys is for example like technically Westerner,
Yeah.
they got a struggle inside. I think most of the people like really difficult to find it themselves what they wanted to be,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then for as a Asian, it's like we are actually going to study the world, because we can think what we want to be first, because of the family come first. We work for the family, we send money back and everything. So like a life required not fair in that time. But for us is whenever we going through all the basic strong hardcore shit,
Mm-hmm. Makes
everything
it tougher.
exactly tougher, and then we found out what we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever we found out what we want to be, the person it unstoppable to that person, because it's really going up. Because why I can say it for the Westerner Asian, because whenever I quit my job, I joined to the Mastermind that like one of the Russian guys she hosted. I saw that a lot of people came there. That's my motivation, man.
Mm.
So I know that I want to be a content creator.
Yeah.
Right? I know the way how to do it. I'm just like stressing out, just lost the job a few days ago and everything. So I want to be go sit it down in the table and I want to see what people say.
Yeah.
Like what up the people have problems or.
Mhm.
And then I found out is it in the room like it's 10 people or 8 people sitting, including me. Around 5 or 6 people don't know what they wanted to be. That's why they are in the mastermind session and
Yeah.
then they asking to the mentor, the facilitator, like how I can figure it out, which they have no problem with the money. They had a money
Yeah.
and everything, but they don't know what they want to be. And I was just sitting there. I have a zero money. I
Yeah.
only had the money to pay to that mastermind.
But you know the way.
I know the way, and I was just like, wow, mine is better.
Yeah, that's the thing about energy, you know, like you can have all the energy in the world, but as long as you're not focusing it on some point, like you focus your entire attention on one way to go, giving up or on all the rest of the things, but when you just put all your energy in one way, you will get there. If you have tons of energy but you are not putting it anywhere, you will just stay in place.
Yeah.
You know, and about something that you said like earlier, it's like us in the west side of the world, we have this thought that some people think they are better from people from Asia and
Yeah.
this around because we are more slaves to our money, you know, than guys that has these values of family, of like friends, of closeness, of like you can live in like a ghetto neighborhood or whatever, but
Yeah.
at least you have your friends and your family surrounding you, and you know that at the end of the day you're gonna sit with them on the table
Yeah.
and have this lunch or have this dinner,
Yeah.
and be able to just share what you're going through. Because I think sometimes we think we even call these countries like third world country.
Yeah.
Why? You know, like here we have so many things that are much greater than we have over there. The fact that this consumerism and this like politically correct kind of vibe that there is right now in the West is like getting us so far from ourselves, you know, which here you guys are so connected to yourself. I see the Myanmar community, I see the Thai people, you know, like they are all like one and we are so scattered.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
ego of us. Everybody is working for themselves.
Yeah.
I want to be this for myself. I want to do this because I want it.
Yeah.
You guys do things for other people, for your communities, for your countries, for your family. That will what get you where you need to be. You know, because the force is bigger than you.
I mean, how can I say? We don't have a choice because
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
already generation, my dad generation, my granddad generation, all of them are fucked already. So that's it. Our generation is have to change, or we will be sitting like we just stay like fucked, you know. So we had to bring it like a opening all the people mind, man. It's not that easy because it's we been a dictatorship and then brainwash it for 60 years. I remember when I was young, in the television we had only 3 channel, no, technically 2 channel, the 2 newspapers,
Yeah.
and then all
Two
the news.
agendas.
That is it.
That's
All the
it.
news,
Yeah.
and then they always say in the channel, BBC lying, VOA lying, RF8 is
Yeah.
like trying to make a problem
Yeah.
and blah
Mind
blah.
control.
Mind control.
Always, again and again and
Psychology,
again.
bro.
The
Scary.
media, especially when it's under like army like control, you know, like they have a say about what goes out. They can cancel whatever is not, you know. The situation is crazy, but I'm sure that the Myanmar like community already sees through the bullshit, you know. That's a good thing about this westernization, that the pinnacle is getting to the point that like you cannot lie anymore, because who watches the news anymore?
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
is
it's true.
like getting their content from
It's true.
Facebook, from
It's
YouTube,
true.
from
It's
Instagram.
true.
Nobody watches the news anymore.
Do you know that what military doing now? They're not allowed to leave under 40 age, the male or female, from the country. And another thing as well, they block the Facebook. and
Oh,
then
really?
for the using Facebook
Inside Myanmar?
inside Myanmar. For the using
Crazy.
Facebook, you have to use BPM for
Really?
paid version.
So I've been in Myanmar like for a visa run.
Yeah.
And like I heard that it's coming like from 10 kilometers from the border. Suddenly everything is closed. And like when I got inside of Myanmar, it looked like heaven.
Bro,
You know?
is it just look like it? You don't know inside.
Yeah. It's so
Crazy.
crazy what they are trying to portray. That it looks like outside, just oh yeah, go to the border, give your stamp, go, no problem. You have hotels, you have everything.
Yeah.
But the moment you actually go inside, it feels like like North Korea.
Yeah.
Like which is a crazy example, yeah. But
Yeah.
this lockdown, this control. How can we still act like it's like a World War II? Like controlling.
I mean, they had guns.
Yeah, they have some power over there.
They had guns, bro. They should.
And like the army itself, the army is made out of people. People have families. How do you convince so many people to go against their people?
I can say is they had a system, bro. Is it not only in the military, and it's also
Probably police.
in the police as well, and also in the business.
Mm-hmm.
There's a quite, if I say it, that some people will not agree, but it's true, because all the you see the business feed is the war. If you're not controlling all the your team in the business that triangle, your business gonna be failed. Because that's why military are very very strong, and military the whole top shit whenever they do the business the strategy is the same, the trigger, and then in that trigger the whole system is changed. So same. So like you had so that is the big boss, and then the big boss they have a community like a small, the operation whoever taking care of their responsibility. So they had their only same goal, and then it's been a 60-year for building up this system. So even my dad, he's supporting to the military. I can't blame him.
Is it mandatory?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a brainwashing, man.
Yeah.
So they already being brainwashed. So everyone is like giving him like a god, because in his environment he gave. Only fucked up people not listening, but in his environment he gave. So there are people that get it like a little bit of it. Also some of them they can make it like a easy business, easy money, because he knows someone in the general at the top of it. So in 60-year situation, and then the 5 year the freedom, so like people started to know they can't lie anymore and stuff, of course, just as you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
But before, like other than that, they had it also. Even now in Myanmar they have some people supporting to the military. That's why we can't win, because not 100% for the moment, but we are now winning a lot of plays. So the Western Myanmar already controlled by National Army Ethic, so they lost, the main military lost, the East as well, and also North as well. And then the West, the South is getting better and better, so they are getting losing, but not that fast. We are fighting now 4 or 5 years already. Is the same thing. So
it's an actual war.
it's an actual war. Like I can say 75% of Myanmar are refugees. Yeah, that's it. That's why.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yangon, the city of Myanmar, is like a cotton city. So at the daytime, people are going inside the building and they put the knife and take all the money, robbery and shit, and then they got guns. One of my friend, but because he doing the like the political shit, because he's supporting to the military.
Yeah.
He been shot in the market, the local market, like technically like a proper woman, like zero safe, especially when you are tourists
Yeah.
from the other country. So very very be careful. Like highly not recommended to go there. Yeah, scary. So like they had a very very strong psychology mindset. So like people are trying to change, but some people's vision is too small, man. They're blocking, because I hire some Burmese staff on this island.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, for that I used to have a cleaning company, and then I had the streetwear show store in the walking street, and then they fucked me up.
Oh,
They,
really?
they ripped me off. Like one of the cleaners, she steal all our cleaning equipment and then trying to steal it my customer. One guy, he fixing my house, and then we make it like a 65K or something, and the roof is water leaking, so he make it like a when it's the summer, when it's raining season, come all the water come in and
Yeah.
problem, and then he not
Mm.
taking the responsibility. So people need to educate a lot
Mm-hmm.
on this island.
Yeah.
But I had in my surrounding, but they're from Myanmar, and they're very educated. So one is my assistant manager, and then another one is my graphic designer, another one is my video editor. They're not complaining. They want to learn, and then they are so smart, and then they know the goal. They know what they want to do, and then they are so creative.
They have a good leader.
Yes, no, instead of good leader, because they had it. They educate mom and dad. You know,
Mhm.
they are. It depend on how your parent educate you.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of.
So that is the point here. Most of the people here, they are from the countryside. They had the very raw culture. They had no family with any business, because they block, and then they only know that democracy is good, but they don't know why democracy is good.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that kind of state of the people,
Mhm.
not a lot here, and they're working in the state. And then you can see lots of Burmese people are not growing up here. You can see like 1 year, from 1 year to 1 year to 1 year.
And it stays the same.
They stay the same.
the
They stay the same position, waiter, bartender. They
Yeah.
never grow up. They never studied the business, because they not well educated, and they stay blocked in mind and everything. They only had
Yeah.
a mindset that the boss is their god.
Yeah, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna send it to
Exactly.
Myanmar. Like
Exactly.
rolling around
the
the
cycle.
yeah,
they
the
can break
cycle.
it, that cycle, and that is so scary.
yeah.
And that's the cycle. I'm trying to break it.
Mm-hmm.
I already break it, but I want to show to the people.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter where you from.
that's a huge dream.
You know.
That's
So,
that's the way to go, you know. Like, yes, you can want money. It's all good. There is no problem in it. But as long as you have a value that you're seeing in mind,
yeah.
and you want to free your people, and you want to give value to whoever watches, that's the real thing.
Yeah.
And as an entrepreneur, as like someone who is creating content, you always need to be on the next step of what's the next trend.
Yep.
Where are we going? What do you think is the next big thing in social media?
The next big thing in social media is, I think, that AI are very, very crazy coming, but I think that like that AI is not the answer, man. The big thing gonna be changed is the reality shows. You can see all the billionaire came out on the social medias, and
Yeah.
the reality shows are like a reality, no fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So actually, I actually bet in it that one. So you are better your character, like
Mhm.
most entertaining, like what you doing your daily basis. So for instance, I am doing like I talking about my struggle, how I'm being through, you know, because the last 2 months I had to close it down to all my business, just like this. And then I lost a lot of money from it.
Yeah.
So I've been, of course, the stress and everything.
Of course.
I've been through over. But in the meantime, I put it off again, you know. So I want to say to the people that all of the thing is only in your mind. Your
Mhm.
mind it fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, not that scary,
Yeah.
you know. So that is the showing that they can make it, you know. So people listening, people got the values, and then is it a true content, not like a faking content or something, because if it happened to you or happened to me, that can happen to everyone. So people love that shit. People love to see your growth, you know, like your personal growth from this year where you are, and the next year where
Yeah.
you are, and then the changes and everything. So that kind of trends are gonna be getting bigger, And also another trend is like, yes, man, the AI thing, because
That's crazy.
it's scary, man.
It's scary. Like I used to edit this podcast, I'm using like a multi-track AI program
Mm-hmm.
that like if I needed to edit it by myself, it would take me weeks.
Right.
And it does it in like 3 fucking minutes.
Right.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's completely crazy the possibilities that I think about, like huge influencer in the space that like been doing it for like 15, 20 years. Like it was so crazy to do it back then, but today we have everyone can do it. You know, it's everything is in your phone. You don't even need to open a computer.
Yeah.
You know, these days it's so easy with like the algorithm of TikTok is like fire. You know, shit spread in seconds. You know, Instagram these days is a little bit weaker, but you know, like if you have your people and you have your value that you want to give, don't be afraid to go for it. Yeah, that's what I would say. And I am also, you know, like everything, I'm just starting, you know, I just want to,
For sure.
yeah, just looking how things going. But I know only about myself that I don't care about the money. I don't care about, all I want is if someone can listen to conversations like this and get even the smallest, like, you know, smile or like any conclusion from anything that we say here, I've done my part. You know, like these days, you know, if it's the easiest that you can ever live, but also like those times are hard, because the media is trying to portray that, oh, everything is fucked and everything is so hard and so evil and everyone is want to steal your money. But I think that we live at the greatest time to be alive. You know, everything is as easy as it could be. You could, you know, to make your dream come true. These days,
Exactly.
It's much easier. All you need is actually
mindset
to believe.
Exactly, bro. All you need is facing the fear. Break it through. People are just stopping whenever they see the first time fears. They always go back, and then they try and do again. They try again, and then they feel it, the fear, and then they give up. They feel it, the fear. They give up. But whoever break it through, I never heard like the war stories of the whoever facing the fear, the guy, you know, oh, this guy going to facing that fear and then he going broke. No, bro. He faces that fear, he going one fucking
he's going to the moon,
bro.
as they say.
That's it.
That's the thing, you know, like I have always had this picture in my mind, you know, like a guy with a shovel trying to dig to get a diamond, and he's like stopping a second from the diamond because your next video could have been the one. But you chose to stop. You know, so the only thing that gets you to where you want to be, or gets you to back to this comfort zone of fear, oh, I knew it couldn't be happening and like it's not possible, is what you choose to do with yourself. You know, and more into your life. Do you see yourself? Where is it going? You know, like what is the dream in life? What makes you happy?
What make me happy?
Yeah. What? You wake up in the morning. What's the passion?
What the passion is, like writing a script for my content.
Your entire life is based around it, huh? That's beautiful, man. You know, this kind of dedication, you don't see it a lot. You know, that's beautiful. And like we talked about tips for new people. Let's take it the opposite. What thing would you avoid as someone that is trying to get into this space?
You mean the social media platform?
Social media, whatever. If a guy wants to tell you, I want to be a businessman, what things shouldn't he do?
Don't be cocky. Don't act like you know everything. Because there are people out there can give you a lot of good idea that, you know, I'm not saying they know better than you, but they know their vision of it, you know. So, and then just, don't cocky, and then like, don't saying yourself, you know, you're already getting there, because you need to learn a lot. I think only that too, man. Because the other thing is that I don't want to say to the people for the business starting with a business like don't take the risks or something.
No, you have to take the risk.
because that is a part of the process, right?
And like always remember, if I may add, like this game, social media isn't called social media, like for nothing. It's a social game. You need people around you. You need to support others. You need others to support you as well. The more connections you create, which is one of the reasons that I'm doing this. I want to get to know everybody. I want to be a friend of everybody.
Right.
I want to be able to help everybody.
Yeah.
We cannot win this war alone.
Yeah, for
The
sure,
more
bro.
ego you have, the less fast you can go in life. There was so many things in my life that my ego and my mouth stopped me for actually achieving because I thought I knew better.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're getting humble.
Yeah.
And when you're humble, people just look at you differently.
Yeah.
It just you gotta be at this place in your life which you need to accept criticism.
Yeah.
You need to know how to listen to people like giving you advices, not looking like, oh, what this guy thinks is better than me and this and that. Like, have you ever been like that? Did you ever have the defensive wall over yourself?
Of course, bro. I do had it. I mean, to be honest with you, every single person will had it because they will had it. But only one thing, they don't show it. Because they have it. I learned it, and very, very true. The quote is, and one of the podcast man, they were just talking about, especially the powerful people, the top people.
Yeah.
They had it 3 phases, right? Very phases they show to the public how they are.
Yeah.
The second phase, they show to the family members and friends. The third phase is scary one.
Yeah.
They just show it themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
So some people are just not talking out loud because they're smart.
Yeah.
Some people are talking out loud their feeling. They're dumb.
Yeah.
So I can say yes, because that's it. People had an ego, but another thing is it's not a good habit though. It's a bad habit. You need to rid it of that bad habit to become the new version of you. So whenever you realize that's the bad habit, so you gotta rid it off, and then pick up the good habit. And then in that time you will realize it. Whoa, yeah, it's true. I rid it off that bad habit, and then now I'm picking up the good habit. But people were the very, very first and very, very amateurs and beginner. They will have it that feeling, and then you can't blame them because you or me, we already also have it that feeling, and then we having an experience, and then we understand it's a bad habit, and then no good to bringing that up. So we just not take it over, So I can say that is the answer. I'm not saying like a no, because is it like quite a fake as well? Saying no, because people learn from the mistake, people learn from the failures. So we do had it that feeling, but we rid it off because we want to be better, right?
100%. Do you ever see yourself going back to Myanmar to influence from the inside?
Myanmar is a gold mine. Well, for the moment, they can be happen. Anything happen, it's okay because I am moving. I not stop anywhere because I going up. So whenever Myanmar get the demo, because we know that we are gonna be one, because the people had all the people who go into the jungle in the forest, they don't have not like a tank or like air force or something, but they had a very strong mindset. They're hungry, they want to be free. Then that's scary, man. You don't need a gun. You had it only that mindset, and then you can make it fucking through over. Like you will be like forget. So like I know that we're gonna be win whenever we had a democracy, bro. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
So yes, I will be influenced there. Now I already had it like talking. I already had a very, very strong community. I had a just like few days ago. I made the Telegram group, and then people join now I think 1,000 people already all are active and like no bot and everything in the Telegram, so I can give it any information or all my products. And then I had another broker channel on the Facebook, and then about like over 900 member. So
Please plug. We will put the handles, we will put everything.
yeah, for sure. And then there is mostly in Burmese, and I'm happy to the Burmese people. I can say it's worked out. I feel it in 1 year. My audience gonna be more grown. I will be like more strong influence, and I will working with a lot of brand name from Myanmar. And yes, man, because it's my goal. Yes, now I don't need to work for anyone anymore. So.
Which is beautiful. And let's dive into you.
Yeah.
What is your this island has a huge part of it, which is like spirituality and like religion, I would say, and
for
the
sure.
self-centered, and like what are your thoughts about it?
Are
Are you considering yourself like a spiritual person, or like
how can I say is I consider myself as a free person, so I'm not judging or blaming to the spiritual people as well, and that I am very very logical, but in the meantime I know that spirituality needs somehow for the when you go to the succeed, for example having a meditation and manifestation, and then like a affirmative work, like talking your subconscious that you are the best, like you are handsome, you are the
you need to be
millionaire.
your best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
So many people and things are going to get you down in your way. Might as well not
Yeah.
be you.
Exactly. So so that kind of thing, those are kind of things that emotionality, like let's say emotional intelligence, you need like make your emotional strong and stuff. For that you can't only do with logic, because you're gonna be
For
fucked,
sure.
so like let's say like just a little bit of this and a little bit of that,
Yeah.
so you will be better.
At the end of the day, I think that what's most important in life is balance.
Yes, exactly.
You do need your logical side, but you do need to understand
Submission,
that
yeah.
you are part of something bigger.
Exactly.
And you need to understand that like there are some things that are bigger than us, like
Yep.
the person that thinks he's the biggest thing ever, will end up being the smallest, and like I want to finish this with a couple of like good words on you. I know that you are going to get your way because your energy is great, your attitude is focused. I know that I want to help you, and I know that other people want to help you because you don't want to, your heart is good and your intentions are pure. And thank you so much for doing it, bro.
No worry.
Absolutely,
Thanks, man. That's it. How can I say, man? That's it. Quite like I don't know. My very first time, people telling me, because, to be honest, I can say 90% of Myanmar people on this island, they know me. So whenever you see that,
You're a hero, bro.
whenever you see that like some Myanmar, you just show my.
I
picture.
saw one of your posts in Burmese, and like I've seen the way people like react to you. Yeah, bro, you made me feel like that, and I'm feeling like
Yeah.
that. And like you guys are so open, and again, like some of the best people I met on this island are Burmese.
Yes,
Like Myanmar
bro.
people.
They're good. They're good.
The whole family orientation, like everything is so important to you. Like.
Yeah.
Your jobs, your everything, you're so dedicated, and I
Yep.
wish we had like a little part of what's going on inside you guys, because we could learn a lot from you.
What I can say is, if you had a time,
Always.
there had at the Chalongland, when you go to the road to the Chalongland, there had the Burmese school. So the founder is Jenny and Heinz. So the guy from Swiss and the guy from Germany. No, the guy from Italy. He had a Italy restaurant at the Chalongland as well. So they are having there a lot of Burmese kids there. So you can go to see there, like
Please connect me to them. I would love to have them here also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, I will be like, and also. Oh, yo, another thing as well. Do you know that the business conference is coming? Oh shit, it's tomorrow actually.
Oh.
So I got invited.
Now, by the way, like it's gonna be out in like I think 2 or 3 weeks. So it.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay, that's very very close.
Yeah.
So just like a, I was just saying like as a friend, if you want to join or something, you can actually join there. But I not make it, but my my ex-boss, my brother, he teach me everything. So he invited to me that business conference DNA they make in here, digital nomad adventure and stuff.
Sounds great.
So
Let's do it.
that if you want to like connect it with the people or something, really good opportunity there. And
Where is it happening?
It's happening everywhere. Like they had a place that they had a tiki beach. If for the tomorrow it's like very first day, and then they go into the censorship, and then they had like lots of places, and then you can actually pitch your business ideas. They have a lots of business owners that come
Is
in.
it something that's reoccurring? It's happening like again and again, or
Exactly. You can join the next time because that's the second time. The first time already happening, and you will have a really good like connection, and then you can actually I can ask to the guy who is the owner, and then you can actually invite to him to the podcast
please?
because
My goal is to talk to anyone that wants to talk to me.
really.
You know, I'm gonna talk to everybody.
And then yeah, I can do it. They have lots of people, man.
Please, let's do it. Thank you so much, bro.
Join the journey, stay for a while.